Kungakanani? Hey, yazi Masiloko sithi kungakanani? Hey, sesibiswa yigodo manje. Masiloko sithi kungakanani? Siyabuza ukuthi kaloku ungithanda kangakanani lona? Kakhulu. Nkosi yami, ngidliwe ubani ngazothandwa umntwana kakhulu. Oh, kwenze njani? Ngishoda kuphi? Uthandwa yimi mntaka baba. Uyazi inhliziyo yami yonke. Sanibonani. Sesibulisene kodwa ngizonibulisa nonke ngoba sengime phambi kwenu manje.
Shayingwe. Shayingwe. Bona. Bona.
Hey. 2nd November 1930. Something happened in the world that has never happened before. A king was crowned, and the king decided to be crowned with his wife. For the first time in human history. We've heard about kingdoms, right? We've heard about queendoms, right? The most famous recent queen was Elizabeth. She had a husband, Philip. Was he a king? He went to the grave known as Prince Philip. So if there is a queen, there can't be a king. If there is a queen, a king, there can't be a queen. You are called king consort or queen consort. We girlfriend yenkosi. We don't be yenkosi or we out yenkosaza yenkosikazi. For the first time in human history, the world witnessed the coronation of a king and a queen. But not only a king and a queen, but a king of kings. What will his wife be?
Queen of Kings.
Queen of kings. Mamela. Uyimamelisise. The man is called king of kings. The woman is called queen of kings, not queen of queens. There are no queens in the kingdom. There's only kings in the kingdom, angit? So this one woman who is made equal to the most powerful man in the kingdom, she cannot be king of queen of queens because there are no queens. So she becomes queen of kings. Now, ithi ke lento, we have to sit down and ask ourselves, what is the role of the woman? And what is the role of the man? And is the role of the man more important than the role of the woman? Is the role of the woman more important than the role of the man? We have to ask ourselves those questions. Ngizonitshela into eyi-one. Apha emhlabeni babini cha abantu kulo mhlaba siphila kuwo. Babini cha, only two people in this world. If you want to be biblical about it, one of them is called Adam. The other one is called Eve. Now let's investigate what Adam and Eve mean. Adama, the original Hebrew, Adama, which also refers to Adamu. Adama, man, one man, not Sipho or Jabulana. Adam is not a name of a person. Niva haban boqala emhlabeni Adam no Eva niphambene nanikhona nababona nine receipt. The word Adama means one man. Adamu means many men. The word Eve comes from the original Hava. Ha, within, va. I brought out from within. We are talking about the womb. We are talking about a woman. Hava. So Adama and Hava is man and woman. So who are the first people on earth? Men and women. Does it make sense? The only people on this earth are men and women. So only two people up emhlabeni. Why is it iqale phi lento yethu? Iqale ngokuthi sizilibale ukuba thina singobani. Yaqala phi ingxaki? We forgot something. What is it that we forgot? There's only two of us emhlabeni. Bakwethu, we cannot have so many problems up emhlabeni. Sibabini cha endlini. No, there's something wrong with our intelligence. Sibabini ka emhlabeni. There's only two of us here. Kodwa ingxaki esinazo zingaphaya kwendlovu. Why? Why sisohluleka ukuhloniphana siyithuqa? Why sisohluleka ukubambisana? I mean, come on, siyithuqa. There's only two of us, not more. There's a man, there's a woman. And into edibanisa babantu luthando. Love. Love. Yintoni ke ngoku le ekhoza all these problems? Is it maybe because we do not understand love? Did she question Gun? Is it maybe we have commercialized love? Yabus? Is it maybe we have weaponized love? Is it maybe we have religiousized love? Is it perhaps we have alienated love? Love has become a stranger to us. Love has become a monster in our bedrooms at night when the lights are off. Love has become that burning feeling when you put your hand on a hot stove. Love has become the cause of pain, maybe. Why singathandani bakwethu? Kwayaphi ukuthandana? Where did love go? Or lithatwe ulirato? Walithatha lonke wahamba nalo. Where did love go? Now, what is love? We've had many poets, many now. Arkeli angithi naye bekacula ngothando. Arkeli usejele manje. We don't understand love. Love is not, let me show me, ithi langoma. In those jeans, Still in my home. That's not love. Love. Hey, Mkhanya waza isilungu sakho saziwa uwe. Konje into perpendicular injani? Iso. Injani? So, okay, nine lendu yam. Ngifuna ibe perpendicular to the earth surface. Ihlala so.
No.
Yeah, that's
You're horizontal.
Yeah, that's
and then vertical.
yeah.
Ooh. Le kama ngiqeda ukulibiza mani yini? Perpendicular. Into enjani? Ithe nje. Hey, anibhekeni makwethu mina. Anginawo metric.
Yenzi 90 degrees angle.
Yenzi 90 degrees angle. All right. Yamuzwa kuzwana uyilanda ngqo. Uthi yenzi 90 degrees angle. Love is a perpendicular feeling that lies horizontally on a vertical surface. That is the true definition of love. Love is a perpendicular feeling that is horizontal on a vertical surface. Let us explain. Is that Jambas? Nimenjani mina so? All right. Umenjani so? But now something attracts me to her. And ngiba perpendicular. Naye something im attracte abe perpendicular. Sesi perpendicular sobabini. On a horizontal plane. Vertically. Sesichasene ke ngoku. We are a pyramid. See pyramid mntanami. This is why inside the pyramid you find the prince chamber, the child chamber in the lowest level of the pyramid. And then you find the queen's chamber in the center of the pyramid. And then you find the king's chamber. Somewhere 90 degrees to the 90 degrees of the first 90 degrees. I won't tell you where the king's chamber is. That's the secret chamber in the pyramid. But it's 90 degrees to the first 90 degrees, 90 degrees. That's what love is. How long have the pyramids been standing? How long are relationships lasting? Because these are two vertical poles. iSiko, lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. iSiko, lean on me. Omnya nomnya independent. Omnya nomnya sibona sisendlini eyi-1. Sizibona sisemhlabeni oyi-1. Omnya nomnya kodwa uyazibona. But we are on the same earth. What happened to lean on me? What happened? Kwayaphi ukuthandana? Do you know why black communities are still poor today? 1, it's not because of the system. 2, it's not because of white people. 3, it's not because of apartheid. 4, it's not because of slavery. And I will tell you why it is 4 reasons. Those are not the reasons. Ibhunu like lakushanga empama. Wakwavalele ejele amabhunu. Ikhona intown ongangeni kuyo? Is there a shop you don't go to? Is there a mall you don't go to? Don't tell me about white people are oppressing us anymore. That is a story of the past. It does. Yamona lo mama bekahlela. Uyo ngasibhedela ngalomsangano. Right? Because she experienced it.
Yes.
This is not our world, it's not our reality. I can't talk about 5, 6, 7 years of apartheid. Ngizalwa mna iphela lento. So I can't sit here and ndithethe ngento endizalwa iphela. I can talk about something and ibone iqala. Responsibility, accountability. In 30 years of South African black government, I haven't seen it. Because every year we are crying about the same apartheid. Every black conscious spiritual teacher is crying about the same apartheid. Mamelandi nixelele into. Manguni sizwe sakwanguni. None of you can talk about slavery because none of your ancestors were made slaves. Toxela ngamxhosa mna umlungu ndambetha for 100 years. It's called the Frontier Wars. Imidushana ngesixhosa. 100 years I defeated the white people until I was betrayed by a brother in my own house.
Hey.
The only war that we lost singamaXhosa. Unantsika simbizi ngegama because kuhlelonyana bakhe esitulweni sobukumkani namhlanje. The only war we lost singamaXhosa, there was an internal betrayal. After 100 years of victories, akomXhosa owake wabalikhoboka lomlungu ningamaxhoki. Let me tell you another secret, mhlawumbe eningayazi ngathi into efihliwe kwanti public. Do you know how small South Africa used to be? All right. Have you ever heard about the country Bophuthatswana? Anyone? The country Bophuthatswana. Have you ever heard about it? Hey, what? Oh, it wasn't a country. It had its own president, Sir Lucas Mangope. Right? So you cannot have a country in a president in a province.
No, that's right. You're right. It was a republic.
A republic of Bophuthatswana, independent. Any Botswana can tell you abayazi apartheid bona.
Up to Bloemfontein.
They do not know, but up to Tabanjue, Bloemfontein. Yeah. They never experienced apartheid, those people, even their grandmothers. Abayazi upatwali pulu. When Bophuthatswana was under Lucas Mangope and not part of South Africa, Botswana had shares in the mines. Botswana had shares in the game reserves. Have you ever heard the country, have you ever heard about the country Transkei? Transkei was a country, independent, with its own president. Ufela bambhensela umthembu. Uyemyem. Mthikakha. Mathanzi. Independent country. Did you know that in South Africa there was another country called KwaZulu Natal? Called KwaZulu. Natal was not part of KwaZulu. Natal was joined to KwaZulu after 1994. This is why it's called KwaZulu Natal. Natal was a British Boer colony. They settled and built Natalia. And then there was KwaZulu. After 94, KwaZulu Natal suddenly popped out of nowhere. But KwaZulu was an independent country with its own president. His Highness Prime Minister Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. Apartheid was never there. So it is a myth, it is a lie to say apartheid was an holistic experience. BokuKhanya, man. The first doctors came from Bophuthatswana, lawyers, judges, actors. They came from Transkei. They came from KwaZulu, not South Africa. Everybody who existed in South Africa, do you know what profession they were? Migrant laborers. Garden boy, kitchen boy, farm worker, mine worker. Bonke, South Africans. This is why South Africans are iSiko. Do you know who are South Africans? All those who have grandfathers and great-grandfathers in Soweto. Those are South Africans. All those who have grandfathers and great-grandfathers in Mamelodi, those are South Africans. All those who have grandfathers and great-grandfathers at Davidton, those are South Africans. All those who have grandfathers and great-grandfathers at Thokoza Katlehome Springs, those are South Africans. All those who have great-grandfathers and great-grandfathers elokishini, those are people who were South Africans who used to carry dompas. Ibingekho idompas iqumbu. Matatiela. Ecofa imvaba. Niyayazi idompas? Emqandule. Engqeleni. Kuqentane. Asiyazi idompas. Into South Africa, and South Africa was a little piece of land. Don't be fooled by politicians telling you that apartheid was a universal experience. The experience yase Soweto yo Mandela leyo no Tambo. Asiyazi thina emqandule. Do you understand what I'm saying? What we lost was what we left emakhaya, in our own countries. Not what we found up eGauteng in South Africa. Salahlekelwa bubuntu nothando. Salahlekelwa lubumbano, imbumba. We used to be one people. Umntwana akakwazi uthatha imikhonto ahlasela amaXhosa ngobuXhosa babo. But elokishini sayibona isenzeka, niyibonanga? Ethokoza kulwa amaZulu namaXhosa. eDavidton kulwa amaZulu namaXhosa. Anibonanga? Anibonanga amaXhosa alwa nabetswana, abetswana belwa namandebele, amandebele elwa namafe. Anibonanga eSouth Africa lonto isenzeka? That's not part of who we are. It's not us. The teaching we got from this coronation, when His Majesty Haile Selassie chose to be crowned with his wife, was to unite these two people. Because all the wars emhlabeni zenzeka because of these two people. Adama and Hava. Men and women. If men and women can solve their issues, angeke kube nempi emhlabeni. Ndiyakwazi lo. Do you know why men drive big cars? It's to impress women. But here's the problem. They want to impress empty women. It is an empty woman who will be attracted to a full man. She wants to feel herself. And it is a foolish man who will go for an empty woman, because he's going to lose himself trying to fill her up. A full woman always finds herself trapped with an empty man, because it's vibrant. We are vibe, un emotion. But you are going to lose your fullness, my daughter, because of his emptiness. Indoda ehlala kwi-camp chair hamba namakhula bag ingahlala esofeni emzinayo. He's going to make you lose your fullness. Because funeka umane uleqana naye kwezikhula bag ahlala kuzo. Uzoba ngumfazi nini? Theleti. Umfazi wakho ayophesa. Ayonto yana emajiteni. Yazi uyanana emajiteni. Enonke amadoda lapha azoyivuma lento ngishoyo. Uya ne-snack emajiteni angithi. Ufika udoya ngidlile lapha. Do you know how many people just in Soweto alone bazalwa amamalawiye namanyasa? Benson Shirwal? Because they were the first people who went underground to mine. They were free labor, cheap labor. They came from outside, and then amalungu babafaka underground. Bakuphi golide, and when they came out of the mines, bangene lokishini ebantwini, bekuyibo bophutmadlisa. A lot of women fell pregnant from Malawian men who were working in the mines. This is why a whole lot of people emalokishini, especially in the mining towns, carry amasene makhulu babo, because ubaba angeke utshela umntana wakho ukuthi mntanami hey kahle kahle mina ngwakwakekana yangizwa kodwa ubaba wakho udziva nguru. You understand? Ngoba awusamazi noba watshona phi yavalwa la shaft ebesebenza kuyo ubheke eMalawi lo muntu. Not to say I've got any problem with foreigners, I'm just telling you how many people lost their identities. Uzwe manje bathi hayi sihlushwa yemimoya yamandawu, sihlushwa awuhlushwa amandawu uhlushwa idlozi lakini. Umkhulu wakho ukhokho wakho wayebuya eMozambique ezosebenza emayini wamithisa ukhokhokazi wakho bejola betshontsana. Mhlambe kuyishebhini queen uPaulina. uPaulina wazala abantwana abayi6. Omnye ngwaseMalawi, omnye ngwaseMozambique, omnye ngwalapha next door phofu.
And the new trend right now is there are a lot of Pakistani, Somalian.
Oh, uyabazi ababdulo obuhle.
Yes. Right now. There's a new trend.
Right now, sinabo abdulo obuhle. Jonga abo Muhammad wakithi. Abo tuck shop nabo spaza nabo change nabo paybob. Yebaningi abo paybob. Abo 50 cent. Too many. Labo bantwana bazohlangana nabantwana bethu bathandane ezikolweni, emavasithi, emaklabhini, bamithisane nabo. Ngiyoyithakazela ngithini mina lento? Yoqala ngithini maseyihlupha la ekhaya? Ngiyothini? Angisazi is-Arab bakwethu, ngingumXhosa. Ngothi hello man. Ukuzathula umntwana njalo mina kumele ngidlale iBollywood. Oh. Bakwethu, this is siyayihleka namhlanje. But this is very serious. Umjolo bakwethu. I'm talking to the young girls. Shiluba, my baby. Right now la esanu thathele ubuthile ubulasibone. You're my youngest. Nana. Fuck ukujola. Yes. Indoda mayikutshela utshela ukuthi uAbba uthe fuck you. Angizwa ngithini? Bantu abami ngiyanicela umjolo niugade. Ngiyanicela umjolo niugade. Umjolo is a mental illness. It's just like schizophrenia and bipolar. Umjolo. It's a scam. It's the biggest scam. Because at the end of the day, you had Tom, you had Dick, you had Harry, you had Peter, but you missed your husband, Dick. Do you get it? You had Tom, you had Dick, you had Harry and Peter, but you missed your husband, Dick. So zolandela Johnny, no Johnny Bravo, no Peter Pan, bonke ke ngoku. Because you are looking for that one thing you felt ngobani? Go Dick. Not Dick, not D-I-C-K. Dick. Tom, Dick and Harry. Umfobo Tom no Harry. Ningangizwa kabi. Yeah, ningangizwa kabi. You missed your opportunity at true love. What Dick? Now you are experimenting with Harry. You're experimenting with Johnson. You're experimenting with Michael. You're experimenting with Banban. Because you are looking for that feeling. Bonayo nobani. And then that feeling comes along once again. It happens to come along. No azrindini. It happens to come along. No azrindini. Yezwa. Bese wena uyikhabe uthi ngeke mufango. Never.
Papa.
You understand? Kanti you missed it again. Because now you are confused by Abo Michael, Nabo Jordan, Nabo Banban. Bakuhlangahlanganisa ikhaya. But madoda. Le ntombi lezi akusiyi fish market babethu. La ufika ukhetha isalmoni or ukhetha iproni or ihake. Ebakwethu uzofa isalmonela.
Hey.
Niyazi isalmonela? Ndoda. Uyobulawa into edom, into emnandi. Uyobulawa into amadoda avukela ukulala phezukwayo. Iyakubulala ngelinye ilanga bakwethu. Uzobulawa into olala uvuke phezukwayo. Angithi uyamvusa umama uthi mama vuka silale. Hey, uzofela lapho awuthi yamnyakutshela. Akusiyini solitary confinement amathanga entombi. Kunamadoda angafuna ukuphuma engquzeni bakwethu, asiyikhuzeni leyo nto. Abomafele engquzeni, kunabomafele entabeni, kunabomafele esigodeni, abomafele ehlathini. Asike siyikhulumeni nalento. Kunamadoda awomafele engquzeni. Umsangano ke lo bakwethu. Abantu bakini la uhamba ubachitha. Uzubafaka nasemaplastikini nithi condom. Namhlanje iCheckers, kusasa iSpa, kusasa iShoprite. Uzufuna nama flavor. Hayi namhlanje ibanana, kusasa iStrawberry. Bantu bam, ningavumi isidlale ngani ngalama flavor.
Hey.
Athi hayi le inamadlebe entombi izokukitaza. Jonga, ukitaza into akini.
You.
Uhlekisa ugogo bam.
Hey. Hey.
Bakwethu, uthando silimoshile. Silumoshile uthando. Sithatha inkanuko sa replace uthando. Sithatha imizwa sa replace ukuzwa.
Hey.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Madoda. Yazi mina moyi out kimi ngokumamela ungibalela ama X wakho nama Y nama Z nama J nama F nama K. Ungibalela alphabet. I've got one ask. Hey, Nkosi yami siyabaleka ebusuku man. I've got one ask for you. One question. That's all welcome. I've got one question for you. How intelligent are you? Madoda, did you know every time you ejaculate, you lose 10% of your intelligence? Did you know that? Nani bo mama nyamangala after isikhathi uhleli nalendoda niloko nibhebhana lendoda ilokhu iyaslek awuzibuzi why. You've never noticed that about your partners?
And but don't.
No. This is biological scientific truth I'm talking about. Baninzi amadoda azoniphikisa ngoba womafele nguzini. Ayikusi uyo wenza do. Uwe wena ungenelani lapha? Ayinamnyango lento. Yabona, once your partner, a man, is obsessed about sex, worry about his intelligence. You must really worry about his state of mind. Because manje, awukazi ucabanga enye into ngaphandle kwale. Asinokwazi sihlale sikhulume ngoPluto. Ukuthi yazi uPluto iplanet ekude kanjani. Siyofika kanjani Ntombi? Bese sijuthana ukuthi hayi sokwakha ispaceship ngama cornflakes, sifake oats. Yeah, siqhuba inqoko mos angithi. Angithi siyathandana. Kanti ukuthandana kukhululana.
Hey.
Is it?
Royal.
But wait, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say something very, very weird now. The world is as it is today because people are having sex the wrong way.
Hey.
Yeah, siyaphididan. Siyaphididan. Amadoda avulelana back door.
Hey.
No, not by choice even, for wealth, for fame, for now ngipididi.
Hey.
You understand? Angazi khulume ngabo Rick Ross, But the reality is, the world is as it is today because we are having sex the wrong way.
Hey.
In marriages, we are having sex the wrong way. Emjolweni is totally wrong to have sex. It's emotion.
Even in high school,
Yeah.
Students who were sexually active,
All right.
a majority of them,
Difficult
we
marriages
buried
today.
them before we reached matric.
All right.
And those students who were sexually active, they had low self-esteem
All right.
and everything else. But those who were abstaining, they were confident, they were highly intelligent and everything else, and they succeeded in life.
Eqinisweni bakwethu, most of the traumas that people carry today, but you having a depression, ama boyfriend wenu nama girlfriend wenu. Nibangelwe umjolo yonke lento le. Senidla ama antidepressant, senifuna abo Ayalew banishayela amathambo, sinipeyite kushisa ilanga bakwethu. Yazi ukupeyita umuntu kushisa kumnuka kanjani. Ngenxa ukuthi wajola usasemncane madlebe kayihlo.
Hey.
We have a chance to fix ourselves. Nothing is undone. We are still alive. We still have the powers. We still have the intelligence. We can fix the problem that is amongst these two people. Eman babi ngikaba bantu man. If we can look at the world like that, ukuthi man sibabini khaman intona ngasihluli basilungisele nto. Zintombi yekani amadoda athatha abafazi noba bayi10. Siba nomona sufuna bandibe ngowakho wedwa. Hayi ngowakho wedwa. Noma bakanzelanga ndodwa mos. Thena ufuna ndife lonely kodwa nizelwe nabantu. Ufuna ngife lonely. Yekelani amadoda athatheni abafazi.
Hey.
Ningavumi amadoda athathe ama girlfriend. Ngizwa ngithini? Big difference there. And umfazi ayisuba sihambile sathi lila. Umfazi is from the day we spoke What did I say to you the first time I spoke to you? What did you respond to me the first time we spoke? Nankumfaz. Because everything that comes after that is us trying to fulfill what we promised each other. Right? True or false?
True.
That's it. Everything else after that is me and you trying to fulfill the promise we made to each other. Idinga esalenzayo. So eventually xa ndiqhuba inkomo ndizisa kokwenu ndifezekise laa dinga. And everything in between ke. So umtshato nuqapheleni bakwethu. Umendo nuqaphele is different things. Kunomtshato, kunomendo. Different things. And then nomjolo. Yeah, a pandemic. Sisigulo. How many kunanye into ngoku efuneka sivumene eSouth Africa andazi kofuneka sidibane namaxhego phofu sithi amaxhego angomso bohlulekile oThabo Mbeki anditsho wena zizi ndithi intanga zakho bohlulekile kofuneka ngoku kwenziwe esinye isithethe sama mixed family ukuthi how do we deal with mixed families. Uthi uthanda intombi iza nabantwana bakaTshawuko bakasimelani nabakakhuzwayo already usazozala amampandla. Balapha ke ngoku how are we going to deal with mixed families? There is no solution right now and we need that solution. Because sizele bakwethu sisazala and sizala within illegal boundaries. Asizali legally. Hamba siya abantwana thina singamadoda. Mna bam my 65 bagcwele South Africa noma ungaya kwePhi town uzothola umntana mpha.
Dolophi.
Ngoba ungaya kwePhi dolophi uzothola wami umntwana. I 65. Anzele mna yo nzele. Dizela aba bathathu nibabone apha ngabandombisa ngabo. Ngilahlisa ngabo aba ukuthi intombi singandoyiki. Ngoba xa bangeza bonke ligquthe. Umcimbi kuxhelwa inkomo xa bephelela abantu abama 65 yabantu. Abanye bade nakum, abanye bafitshane bangaka. Abanye omama babo ndilibele namagama abo. Ayifuneki lonto man singabantu. Asisolveni lama problems between these two people. Sizobona man, there's going to be a difference in the world. I promise you. Experiment. Let's fix the problems between these two people. Men and women. And find the perfect balance between that positive and negative. And then sizawubona awungipele into ehleli la ngaphansi kwabo. Yo. Ngifuna senze kanje. Sinesikwana sithethana salapha. I'd like to wish you all 1,000 years of long life. I'd like to wish you all multiple upon multiple progressive, successful and fruitful opportunities. Infisela ukukhanya endleleni zenu nonke. Infisela impilo necamagu. The life of one person is the life of the whole world. And the life of the whole world is the life of one person. Umuntu, lehaya.
Sanibonani kusami. Ngegama kulaba abantu ngazi umthandazo. Umadonsela.
Oh, demand.
Ngiyaqala ukufika ekhaya ngibonga uthando ukuthi hambe ngalibona amen. Ngiyafisa nje ukuthi njengoba sengifike phakathi ekhaya uqhubeke kube nothando amen. Ukuthi ngiyalibona phakathi ekhaya.
Okay, my name is George Shabangu. Hey, Shabangu, yes. And yeah, I'm so excited to be here. And we are followers of bona fide supporters of Abakhaliphi BokuKhanya. We follow you on podcast and popular opinion, and we watch you all the time, and there's not even a single clip or video of yours that we haven't seen. So all our data, all our data and everything else. And I don't know why she can't ask Mr. Abba questions, because every time we watch, she would like. I fail to understand. Today she's shy, but when we're at home watching this podcast, she would ask questions. Who confused Utaike African spirituality? Like, what does that mean? But you are here now, she cannot ask you and everything. But we are overexcited, and we wish God can, multiply your blessings as Abakhaliphi BokuKhanya. And then we pray for you all the time, especially the leader, Mr. Abba, and your fellow members. And yeah, we enjoy your teachings and everything else. And I think from today onwards, we are going to make a plan in terms of how you can come to our site in Davidton, Etwatwa. We will gather, the entire community and everything else, and make a special day where we'll invite Mr. Abba to come and also lecture us on that part of the site and everything else. So yeah, I'm very excited. I think you've made my century or something like that. Very excited. And we thought we were going to like fight, huge crowd and everything else, but yeah, I think my prayers have been heard now. My prayers, and where's my... Yeah, so, and yeah, I think we are more than 50 young people who follow you and everything else. But we'll make it a point that we make a plan that you come to Davidton, especially, I think, next year, late January. We will make it a point that you come to our side, Mr. Abba, and everything else. Yeah, I'm very happy. Ask questions? Such as... Please stop asking me. Yeah, and yeah, I think now we will ask to be released and everything else because we stay far. I don't know whether can we be released with due respect through your permission. Okay.
Ngiyasixhasa kakhulu-ke. Ngisasho la uday.
Yeah.
Angikholwa yazi.
And we watch so many podcasts. There are many podcasts, Skim, GP, and everybody else. But your podcast has stolen our hearts. You know,